Okay, this is an example of how to reply to a debt collector. Attorneys. This is an example, and there's several different ways you can do this. Okay, this was the second response. We're just going to talk about it, and I've done some of these before and been successful. I've saved 50,000 or 40,000 and some other small credit card uh, issues. But so this is they sent a second dunning letter. So now it's a refusal for cause number 2. Okay. Enclosed, please find your documents. Refused for cause by the following: 1, your letter asks for voluntary compliance, peonage, and slavery. 2, your letter lacks anything identifying your federal or statutory person having any authority. 3, your letter lacks a contract bearing my signature. 4, your letter lacks an affidavit of injury by a party that I harmed. 5, your offer to contract is unfounded and is rejected. Hereby refused for cause in good faith without dishonor. Cease and desist now. Attachment 1, non-responsive violation of rights. Attachment 2, continued harassment. Attachment 3, true bill for damages. Non-transferable. You always want to put that in there because they'll give it to another debt collector. So if they do, then you turn around and sue them. Okay, now, so this one's set up to sue these guys for $10,000 in small claims court and sue the United States. Okay, so that's the response on the second time. It should go down here. Attachment 1, this is the first time. Form 1020, discovery attempt. Now, this Form 1020 was created by some guys out of Texas, so this is not my thing that I made up, but I'm trying it out a few times. It kind of works, but you have to be willing to go to court. And it's easier just to do a few pages on this first one. I have another one called an offer to pay and settle, which is very good. And that's the one, you take that one into court and they can't answer it. Because you got to remember, there is no money. It's all debt. There is no money. Okay? So this goes through and asks a bunch of questions and has them tell you about how you're supposed to pay, what you're required to pay in. Federal Reserve notes, that's a debt note. You can't pay a debt with a debt. Okay? So they don't like talking. Now, this thing's only for $92, and that's okay. It doesn't matter the amount. It could be $10,000, it could be $5,000, it could be $50,000. Okay, but this is $92, and what it is, I want to try suing these guys for $10,000 in small claims, and sue the United States. And how you're going to sue the United States is you're going to sue the attorney that comes on and tries to take you to court because he has an oath of office to the United States. So we're going to sue the United States. And that's another little trick, and I've done that several times, and it works. Okay, I have experience doing it, and it's very dirty. So I'm setting them up for that because I see, and you'll see here, we'll go through, but this is the first one, and they didn't answer it. Okay, non-transferable claim, copyright, copy claim, you always want to put that on the bottom, and there's reasons why. I've actually used that against a state attorney and charged him with copyright infringement, trying to use my own documents against me. Anyway, so you can see here what they're doing. They're threatening the man, okay, but then they come back here and put your name in all capital letters, and then they put your last name first, such and such, surname, Doe John, United States is basically what they're doing here. So they're trying to get the jurisdiction, okay? Anyways, so they didn't answer this one, okay? And I tell them, you agree to brought in federal court for damage on the Fair Debt Collection Act. Further challenges for trespass include identity and standing. So I've already set them up for it, okay? And so they send one more thing after this one. On the third one, I'm filing a small claims lawsuit, and then I'll bring them down here. More than likely, they'll get a local attorney to go on there and represent, and then I'll attack him, and I'll attack the judge for helping them. Okay, we'll do a motion for identity on the attorney. See, they don't have a license. Okay, that's a fallacy, and they don't have the proper oath of office either. So the minute the attorneys come on, they're sued, and we use this all as evidence against them. And this goes under the Fair Debt Collection Act. Because that was all done to them. Okay. And then, so this was the first letter they sent. And it's only $92. That's not the point. It could be 10,000. See, that what they're doing is they're putting the name Doe John United States. See that? They want you in this United States. Okay, but that's even a different entity. United States is not the United States. There's several different ones. So come down here, and I showed this to them. You see, United States of America, States of America. Okay, you got the little t, States of America, the United States of America, the United States. You see, so what is it? And if you do your research, there's all kinds of different jurisdictions. Okay, you want to be under this jurisdiction, okay, to get your constitutional rights, but they want to bring you under that all caps jurisdiction. But you can see there's several different kinds. It's all semantics with the wording here. The capital T, and then down here you have the little t. See, people don't know. You see this United States. These are all different entities. Okay, double, triple books is what they're really running here. Okay, so anyways, this was sent to them. There's a certified mail. But then at the end, come down and I true bill them this time. Let's see, oh, they're not there yet. But this is the letters they're sending for the $92. And there's a true bill here. Okay, so go up here. This is it. But then I go to the executive officer and get this guy. I'm going to sue him. Right there. He's going to be the named party, not the corporation. Okay, for harassment. Here, you know. So you got all this. Trespass, mail extortion, attempt cite 2, 5,000, 10 grand, fair debt collects harassment. So they're going to get this true bill. I'm going to turn it around on them. You owe me the money now for threatening me and harassing me. Extort me through the mail. Deceptive practices, fraudulent business practices, and that's what it'll sue them for. So it gives you an idea. They don't just go away with one letter. Now, I have gotten them away with one letter. I have a bunch of those I did for friends of mine, helped them with that. But the biggest one, you know, was at $50,000, and that was a little more complicated, how I shut them down. And that was the United States government that got shut down on that one. Anyways, it's just an example for you to take a look at. And, you know, if they respond, I'll keep going and make another video, and I'll sue them in the United States. Stand by. Let me know what you guys think about this, or if you have any ideas, put it in the comments. You know, if you have some better ideas, or maybe we can share stuff on how to defeat these guys.